Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. So guys, it's time to rehouse my Juvenile Theraphosa Apophysis into a bigger enclosure. And as you know, 6 days ago I gave it a feed. And I gave it another feed as well 3 days ago. So it's had 2 large superworms. So I'm going to be rehousing it into a bigger enclosure, which is this one here. And as you know, I had a Parabuthus velocus orange morph scorpion inside here, which turned out to be a male. I have 2 males, so I've sold one of the males. I don't really need 2. So you can see that the substrate's already in there and a nice large water dish. So all I've got to do is just put some cork bark in for a hide, a fake plant, and fill up the water dish. So guys, from my trusty little cabinet, I've picked out the fake plant, which is optional. I've got some sphagnum moss, which is fantastic for holding humidity in the enclosure, because the Theraphosa species do like it very humid. And the last thing to get is my piece of cork bark or hide. And look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. My next door neighbour gave me this. He did give me a lot of bits and bobs, so he's not really into reptiles or spiders or scorpions, anything like that. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Fits absolutely perfect in the enclosure. So let's get all these items and put them in the enclosure. So guys, the first thing to do is to fill up the water dish. I'm just going to pour all this all over the substrate. Like I said, I do like it very, very humid. You can spray the enclosure, but all you're doing is just spraying the top layer of the substrate. So we'll put some more in there as well. So just a little bit more, guys. And that should be okay. So let's add the lovely piece of driftwood. And there we go. That looks absolutely perfect. So let's add the fake plant, which I said is optional. There we go. And I'll add some more sphagnum moss to the enclosure. So guys, I've had some sphagnum moss just where the water dish is going to go. Hopefully this will stop and prevent any mould from growing. So when I do top up the water dish, it'll keep the sphagnum moss nice and wet as well. And that looks absolutely fantastic. So guys, I've just created an indentation in the substrate with my spoon so the tarantula can hide in there and do its own thing, web up, and yeah, hopefully he or she will be very happy in this closure. So the last thing to do, guys, is put the tarantula in its new home. So guys, I'm going to coax the tarantula into its new home, and if it's not a good boy, I've got my catch cup ready. So let's just take the lid off this enclosure, which has got a little bit of mould just growing just around here. So let's take the piece of cork bark out. Not very big. He's around the 3-inch mark, so we'll give him a little touch, and decided to attack the tongs. And there he goes off it. Oh, there we go. So I jumped into his new enclosure. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic species. Unfortunately, like I said, they do lose those pink feet once they get a little bit bigger. So I'd say probably in the next couple of months, unfortunately, them pink feet will disappear. So I hope he enjoys it in this lovely and bigger enclosure. And you can see the size difference from this small enclosure to a very bigger enclosure, and he's having just a little walk round. He might have a drink of some water. So yeah, hopefully a breeding project in the future. The only problem is, guys, is my female is getting very old now. She's got to be at least 13, 14 years old. I've had her 9 years, and she was around the 4 to 5 inch in leg span when I had her in 2011. So yeah, I think I'll leave him alone now, guys, to settle into his new enclosure. And thanks for watching, everyone.